Directed jumping. I'm going to use my little guy here to show you initially before I bring the dogs out, because I need to talk so much and the dogs get a little antsy and don't understand all the delay in between. So I'm going to use little Devin here and to show you how to do directed jumping, how I do directed jumping. This is an inside upright as is this. The dog would ultimately be doing a go out between the two jumps. So these are considered the inside uprights. This is a bar jump, this is a high jump. The go outs themselves will be being taught separately. Do not incorporate a go out when teaching the directed jumping. I would not put them together until I was assured that my dog understood each skill. And then and only then would I put the go out, include it with the directed jumping. When I begin this, I begin with it very low with my young dogs, of course. And I'm probably going to keep it low. Well, we'll see. Anyway, so I keep it very low for the young dogs. For a puppy, you can even put the bar and the high on the ground and just teach them the concept initially. What I'm going to do when I'm starting off my dog is first introduce them to each of the jumps. So I would have them jump over each of the jumps so that they are comfortable going over them. Always introduce your dog to any new type of equipment before ever asking them to do it without being comfortable with it. So I would then put my dog fairly close. Fairly close. I want a win-win situation. Let me put him over here. So I would put him fairly close, and inside the jump I'm going to send him to. Inside the inside upright. I would leave him there and then come over. Now, I'm going to also, at this point, be on the inside upright. Inside the inside upright. If I were over here, he'd probably want to come straight to me. By being inside the upright, I'm helping my dog succeed, which is what I want to do. I want him to understand what I'm doing. I would take my hand and tell him bar or jump or over or whatever command you want. Once he gets there, I lower my hand and give him the cookie. I want him watching my hand movement, whichever jump I'm sending. I want him to watch the hand movement, and then he's going to get it from my hand. There is no front, there is no finish. I'm teaching him to follow my hand and take the jump I'm indicating. So once he comes over, he jumps over, he gets his cookie. I take him back to the same side I've been working on, put him inside, close up. I come inside the upright, have the cookie in my signal hand, give him the jump, hi, bring it down, give it to him once he arrives, have a party, and then I can do two from the opposite side. Now, what you don't want to do is start on one, have the dog come over, so the dog comes over, he jumps the jump, comes over, we have a party, and then I just go around here and set him up on this side, and come over and send him this way. Again, I'm only sending him to my left in this instance, all right? He's not learning to go take off to the right and take off to the left to take a jump. And I don't want him to learn, my dog to learn to go only one way. Now, I forgot to tell you, I start with my jumps about 10 feet apart, all right? If necessary, you can have them closer, it's up to you. I do not put anything in between. I do not put baby gates in or anything like that because I want my dog, if he's going to make a mistake, I want him to understand, you've made a mistake, this is the way we want you to do it. All right? Now let me get my dog, one of my dogs, and I'll show you how I do it. Okay? So I start off with my dog on the inside of the inside upright. And then the next step would be put him back a little bit and on the upright, but I shall remain a little bit in initially, inside the inside upright, and give my signal. He comes over and gets the cookie. I would then put him on the upright on the other jump, come over, give my signal, bring my hand down, give him, love him up, and do two from the other side. The next step, and this can all be done in the same training session until your dog starts having difficulties, and then you stop. The next day you could push. So right now I'm going to take little Devin here, and we're going to go one step towards the center and back. So now he's back a little further. He'll be here. He's back a little further, and he's a little bit inside. I still am going to remain on the upright. Likewise, he's going to be in a little bit here. I would go over, send him. If he has any difficulties, I help him. I set him up, I help him. If he's having a difficulty, let me put him over here so that I'm facing the camera. Okay, say I was sending him to the bar and he started coming this way right to me. I would stop him, that's the only correction. I would then set him up again. I would come back behind the bar, tap it, here's your bar, here's your bar, bar. He goes, we have another party. So, okay, so stopping him is the only thing you do if he's going to make the error. And you stop him as you see that he's going to make it. Okay, so, again, we're going to go back. We're going towards the center. We're getting further away from the jump. I'm still on the upright. I'm going to be the last one to go to the center. I send him, he comes, we have a party, he gets his cookie. I then do him on the other side. Hi, yay for you, good boy, good boy, good boy. And then he would finally be centered. Now this is important. I never put my dog back further than the width of my jumps. So these are about 10 feet apart. He's about 10 feet back. If I were to put him, not move the jumps apart and bring him back, the angle that he has to go is not strong enough. This is just too short of an angle. Whereas here, it's a much sharper, much more acute angle that he has to learn to go. And in the ring, the jumps are 20 feet apart, 18 to 20, and you're approximately 20 feet back, setting your dog up for the go out. So it is an equilateral triangle even in the ring. So you want to keep that in your training when you're teaching this as well, so that the dog learns to go left and right and not just almost a straight beeline. So if you have him too far back, he's not going to learn to really commit one way or the other. All right? Let me get my puppy and I'll show. Oh no, I'm not done. Did you cut? All right. Okay, so once my puppy is achieving success, 95% of the time with the jumps 10 feet apart, then what I will start doing is moving the jumps out. And it'll be a foot on each side. So now we'll be about 12 feet. And my pup will be about 12 feet back. All right, so now we'll move him back. And this will continue to go. And the jumps can start to be raised as my dog is growing and understanding until the jumps are 20 feet apart or 18, depending on your age. Ring size, and my pup will be 20 feet back and will be able to commit to taking a jump to the left and to the right with confidence. He will understand his job at this point. He still will be getting a cookie. Okay, so my dog is out here someplace, 20 feet back. And I will have come in probably about 5 feet from the jump, and I'm going back, but I'm not going into the center yet. All right? Once my dog's at 20 feet, I will have been coming towards the center, but not as quickly as my dog. So my dog's 20 feet away. I'm probably, what is this? I'm 5 feet from the center of the ring. Once he is doing that reliably, from both directions, then I will take another step towards the center until he is doing it with me centered and himself centered. Once he is doing that reliably, then and only then will I start putting in the go-outs. Thank you.